Hey YouTube, you're back! I'm Neil, this is Truly Outrageous, and today we're going to be drawing the best Night Fury of them all, Toothless the Dragon from the movie How to Train Your Dragon. This one's going to be super fun, so be sure to smash that like button, and while you're at it, hit the subscribe button, and turn the notifications on so you're not missing one of our latest videos. Alright, here we go! Alright, before we get started with our drawing, I want to give a special shout out to Dean for suggesting the idea of drawing Toothless the Dragon. I think it's an excellent idea and we're going to have lots of fun doing it. Alright, so a couple things you're going to need. You're going to need a pencil for this drawing, an eraser, of course, a piece of paper, a marker, a black marker for inking if you want to do that step, and then some markers or crayons or colored pencils for the coloring step. Alright, so what we're going to do is draw the general shape of his body. So it's kind of a oval-ish type shape. So I'm just drawing these shapes to give us a little bit of foundation for where to put the body parts on Toothless. So we're going to draw an oval shape like that. And then we're going to come up a bit to about here and draw another oval shape. This is going to be his head eventually. Come around like so. Doesn't have to look great because we're going to erase some of this too. Alright, and now we're going to draw his neck in. So this is going to kind of come in a little bit like this. He's got a pretty thick neck. So it's going to come down like this. It's long and it's wide. So it's going to come down to there like that. Okay. Cool thing about having this oval here is that we've already got the bottom part of his jaw. So I'm just going to darken that in. And then we're going to build the shape of his head. Kind of comes up on the side to here. Same thing on this side is going to come up on this side to here. And then we are going to draw kind of a straight line. It's almost going to look like a house. So there's a point at the top and then it comes down on the other side. Mine was a little off center, so I'm just correcting it there. Okay. So next we are going to draw I don't know if they're horns or ears. I can't remember from the movie, so feel free to drop that in the comments. Alright, so back to drawing those appendages. Sorry, I had to adjust the camera a bit there. So first one is going to be on this side. It's going to curve around like this. They kind of come up like that. Second one is going to be on this side, obviously, because there's two. They are both of the same shape. And then it's curved at the top, it's not pointy. And then you're going to draw a straight line down. And then at the very bottom goes and curves in. All right, same thing on this side. We're gonna curve around like this, come down like this, and we're gonna pull that line in there like that. Make mine a little bit wider. Okay. Next, he's got two other facial appendages, or whatever you want to call them. They're almost like shark fins. So one over here, like that. And then one over here, like that. He's also got one on the side of his face here. And it's kind of just a rounded shape like a C. And then one over here on the same side, or not on the same side, on the opposite side. And then there's a last one right underneath that. You're gonna it's a little bit smaller than the other one, like that. And then out like that. All right, and so I'm gonna erase a little bit of the oval that we had created before. So I wanna get rid of that since we're drawing the final face. We don't need that structure, that foundational structure anymore. Got to go back in and fix my lines here just a bit because I erased it a little too hard. All right, so now we're gonna draw the eyes. So the eyes, I wanna draw just a little center line like that because it helps me to place the parts evenly in terms of spacing. So the first one is going to be an upside down U shape. It's gonna come out to here, boop, like that. And then it's rounded off on the bottom, like that. Same thing on the other side. What I like to do is touch the edge of the eye there and move over so that it's even. And then it's gonna go up like this, over and down, like that. And then same thing, we're gonna round that off at the bottom, like that. I'm gonna get rid of that center line there, real quick. And then we're gonna draw in his mouth. His mouth is gonna be, I'm just gonna give him a little smile. This is a happy guy. Maybe not at the beginning of the movie, the first one, but as he and, I think it's Hiccup is the boy's name, they bond with each other and he turns out to be a really nice guy. Good old Toothless. You can see kind of I'm going through and correcting my lines here. Feel free to do that yourself if you're not liking what you're seeing. All right, so next we're gonna put in his nostrils. They're just two lines like this, kind of in a V shape if you took the bottom of the V off. So just like that. All right, next we're gonna draw in his eyeballs. So we're gonna draw one like this and one like this. And then we are going to draw a circle on the inside. This is indicating our light source, right? So if the light was shining this way, you're gonna be able to see that in the eye. So circle there and then a little circle there. Next, we are going to draw his legs. So the tops of his shoulders are pretty rounded. So you're gonna draw a curved line out like this, curved line out like this. So you can kind of see his shoulders there. And his arms come down like this, and he's a little bit pigeon-toed. So they kind of turn in towards each other. So it's gonna come like something like this and like that. Okay, and then we're gonna round off the bottom like so. Round off the bottom like so. And then we're gonna come up the other side. So it's kind of a curved and then straight line down. Kind of a curved and then straight line down like that. And then the rest of his arm comes up a little bit straighter, and then you're just gonna give a little indication of a crease next to the chest. Like that. And then guess what? We are going to erase the oval shape because we no longer need it. And again, I use these as sort of like the way that you build a house. You set up the frame and that way you know where things are in the house, where to put the sink, where to put the bathtub, that kind of thing. All right, and now we're going to draw the legs that are behind because he's four-legged. So those come out like this. And they're gonna come down like this. And then they're rounded off at the bottom. And another one like this around here, down here, rounded off at the bottom, like that. So he's kind of sitting in that puppy dog sit pose. And then we want to give a little indication of the leg coming through. So that's going to be something like that. So it's drawing the leg through, okay? Next, we're going to draw his tail. So that's going to be like this. Going to come out with kind of a, I don't know what you call it. Almost, it looks like a finger to me, really. That's going to come out like this. We're going to flatten the bottom because it's on the ground. And then it's going to come around here because it's a long tail. Comes around here like this. We're going to make an S shape. Curve around like so. And we'll stop there. And then you're going to pick up this line over here. And you're going to draw it across. But then I want you to stop right about there because we're going to take the tail, round off the tip a little bit. We're going to come up like so. And we're going to go like an S shape there, like kind of a shallow S. And then we're going to connect this to that shallow S. So you can see that it kind of gives a three-dimensional shape to the tail. Next, we're going to draw the little fan on the end of his tail. So since he's not all geared up for flying with Hiccup, we're just going to draw him without his other side here, because he has that that fan that Hiccup made for him. So that's just kind of some wavy lines here, like that. And I'm just going to indicate that it's got a little bit of spine to it. Just going to draw some lines in there and there, because it fans out. Okay, now I'm going to draw his wings. So we'll start here, starts right behind his shoulder, curves up like that, and they're kind of pinched in, so we're going to draw down like this. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Draw up like this. I'm pulling my pencil away because I'm trying to make sure that these 2 points are even. I'm going to curve around like so. And down to here. Again, we're watching these points, making sure that they're even. Okay, then we are going to add because he's got kind of like bat wings. So we're going to do some upside down U shapes here. So 1, 2, and then the last one here for 3. Like that. Same thing here, we're going to go 1. Like that. 2. Like that. And 3. Like that. All right, next we are going to come up to the head here. We're going to draw some spikes on it. He's got a couple of spikes there. So they're just little V shapes. And that stops right there. Then we're going to come from up here and way down here. We're going to draw his toenails, or his claws. So 1 claw go there. 1 claw go here. And he's got 4 of them. 1 claw goes here. And then the last one kind of points outward, like that. Same thing on this side. All right, and last but not least, we're gonna come in and add his toenails. So he's got 3 of them. We're gonna go 1, 2, and 3. All right, so I'm gonna go in here and just erase a little bit. The last thing is we're just gonna give a little indication of his collarbone. So that just kind of is 1 line here, like so. and then another line like so. So kind of a V with the center part missing. Okay, so now we have the sketched out version of Toothless the dragon. We're gonna move on to our inking. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my black marker here, and I'm going to ink him up, and then I'll be right back to you. All right, and there you have it, Toothless all inked up like so. So for the next step, I'm going to go ahead and grab my markers here and color them in, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, and that's your fully colored Toothless the dragon from the movie How to Train Your Dragon. I hope you guys had lots of fun drawing it. I certainly did, and I bet your guys' looks amazing. Thank you very much to Dean for the idea of drawing Toothless here. If you guys want to learn to draw other things, we have some videos on our channel for you. Go check those out. And if you want to support the channel, click that subscribe button and turn the notifications on so you're getting our latest videos. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.